This is the big stage that takes the nanopatch forward to become product. This is a hugely exciting development.
Oh, yeah. Very well with that one.
Getting a jab can be terrifying. 1 in 4 people has needle phobia. But soon, injections will be replaced by this, a tiny silicon disc called Nanopatch. It painlessly releases vaccines into the skin to prevent infectious diseases, bacterial infections and cancer.
It's all Australian. This is a world-class Australian innovation. This technology can improve vaccination for millions and millions of people.
It has thousands of tiny projections. It goes into this applicator device. We apply it to the skin, we press the button, the patch goes against the skin and the vaccine is delivered.
For the past decade, the inventor, Professor Mark Kendall, and his research team at the University of Queensland have been researching, developing and testing on animals.
The needle and syringe was first invented in 1853. It's been around forever, and almost all vaccines are delivered that way. And there's an international push to make vaccines work better in many, many different ways. But the delivery side of it has largely been overlooked. We've shown that it improves the way vaccines work because we target vaccines to the skin as opposed to muscle, and the skin's full of immune cells.
Now a critical turning point. Nanopatch's pioneer, Vaxxas, a small biotechnology firm in Brisbane, has just raised $25 million through venture capital firm One Ventures. The funds are needed to advance it to the final stages before it's available to the public.
We're on the cusp of a major transition, which is doing the first tests on humans.
David Hoey, CEO of Vaxxas.
We'll be expanding the range of vaccines that we work on in humans and progressing those through the structured clinical trial program. The technology is a game changer in vaccination. Nobody enjoys getting a needle and syringe vaccination, and that we hope to replace many of the vaccines that are used today with a simple patch application.
The benefits are vast. For a start, Nanopatch uses 1/100th of the dose of needle vaccines. And it's tough. It doesn't require refrigeration. So transporting supplies around the world is easier, cheaper, more reliable and safer.
It's a very difficult business trying to maintain refrigeration of vaccines from when they're made to when they're rolled out and used in the field, right to the patient. In Africa, half the vaccines that are used there aren't working properly because they haven't been refrigerated properly. With the nanopatch, because the vaccine is dry, it doesn't need any refrigeration at all.
Another huge benefit of Nanopatch, no needle stick injuries or contamination and spread of diseases that can occur with needles and syringe. And if there are too few or no healthcare workers around, this new technology will be a blessing. Vaxxas has just signed up with the World Health Organization to trial Nanopatch for polio vaccines to prevent the rapid spread of the disease in the developing world.
There's 17 million deaths per year due to infectious disease. Most of them take place in the developing world. Where doctors and nurses are not available, there is the potential that the nanopatch can be applied by the patient to him or herself. Our Australian technology is positioned on the global stage. We are working with the best people, the best organisations. They've chosen us to work with them. We're working as hard as we can to get this device out there as fast as possible in a safe and effective way.
Coming soon, needle-free, pain-free vaccinations that could be posted anywhere.